Hello students, today we will discuss about aldol condensation, one of the most important topic in the aldehydes and ketones. Dear viewers, it must be noted that this aldol condensation is shown by those aldehydes and ketones which contains alpha hydrogens. So it's one of the most important point in the aldol condensation. Now, what are alpha hydrogens and what is the nature of these alpha hydrogens? Let's discuss something about these alpha hydrogens. Students, let's take the example of acetaldehyde, that is CH3 single bond C double bond O single bond H. So this compound, that is CH3CHO, it's our acetaldehyde, that is ethanol. In acetaldehyde, this carbon atom, that is a carbonyl carbon, it acts as functional group. और जो इसका adjacent carbon है, this carbon is known as alpha carbon. So the carbon atom adjacent to the carbonyl carbon is known as alpha carbon. So this is our alpha carbon. Now जो ये alpha carbon है, it consists of 3 hydrogen atoms, that is one hydrogen, second one and third one. It contains 3 hydrogen atoms. And the hydrogen atoms which are attached to the alpha carbon are known as alpha hydrogens. So these are our alpha hydrogens. So students, we can say that acetaldehyde contains 3 alpha hydrogens. Similarly, if we take the example of acetone, that is CH3C double bond O single bond CH3, this is our acetone. Now this carbon is the carbonyl carbon. Now in acetone there are 2 alpha carbons. This is our one alpha carbon and this is second alpha carbon. Both the carbons are attached to the carbonyl carbon. So both of these carbons acts as alpha carbon. So this is alpha carbon and this is also alpha carbon. So here there are 2 alpha carbons in acetone. Now this alpha carbon contains 3 hydrogen atoms and this alpha carbon also contains 3 hydrogen atoms. So we can say that in acetone there are 6 alpha hydrogens. So students, this was about the alpha hydrogens. So we can say that alpha hydrogens are those hydrogens which are attached at the alpha carbon. So they are attached at alpha carbon. Now these alpha hydrogens, they are acidic in nature. So we will discuss about the nature of these alpha hydrogens. Now these alpha hydrogens are acidic in nature. That is, these alpha hydrogens can be lost to the bases. So they can be lost to the bases. For example, if we consider acetaldehyde, that is CH3 single bond C double bond O single bond H. This compound is our acetaldehyde. In this acetaldehyde, there are 3 alpha hydrogens as already stated. Now, if this acetaldehyde reacts with a base, like it's our base, when base attacks on this acetaldehyde, it will take up any of the 3 alpha hydrogens. So this alpha hydrogen will be lost to the base. As a result, there is formation of an intermediate ion, that is CH2 single bond CHO. And this ion here contains negative charge on this carbon, because when this alpha carbon loses the proton, this electron pair goes with the carbon. As a result, this alpha carbon contains a negative charge. So this ion is known as enolate ion. It's known as enolate ion, or it acts as the nucleophile. Now students, यहाँ पे आपको एक important point note करना है. Whenever a base attacks on the aldehyde or ketone which contains alpha hydrogen, it takes up the alpha hydrogen and results in the formation of enolate ion. This enolate ion, which is formed here, is more stable than the parent compound, that is aldehyde. So we can say that aldehydes and ketones have a tendency to donate proton to the bases and result in the formation of more stable enolate ion. So this property shows us that the alpha hydrogens of aldehydes and ketones are acidic in nature because they can be lost to the bases. Now let us discuss about the aldol condensation. This aldol condensation is a condensation reaction. As already stated, it is shown by those aldehydes and ketones which contains alpha hydrogen. So we can say that whenever aldehydes or ketones containing alpha hydrogens condense in presence of bases, like alkalis, they result in the formation of a beta hydroxy aldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone. This beta hydroxy aldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone is known as aldol. So hence we can say that whenever two molecules of aldehydes containing alpha hydrogen or whenever two molecules of ketones containing alpha hydrogen condense with each other in presence of the alkalis, they result in the formation of aldol. So hence this condensation reaction is known as aldol condensation. Students, here it must be noted that this aldol is a compound and it contains two functional groups. That is, L means aldehyde group, that is carbonyl group, and second one is ol. Ol means alcoholic group, that is OH group. So we can say that aldol is a compound which contains two functional groups. That's it contains aldehyde group, that's a carbonyl group, and an alcoholic group. Now let us discuss about the formation of aldol by the help of an example. For example, when we condense two molecules of acetaldehyde, that's our ethanol, they result in the formation of a compound that is 3-hydroxybutanol. This compound acts as an aldol. Now let's take the reaction of this example. This is our one molecule of aldehyde, acetaldehyde, that is CH3C double bond O single bond H. If it reacts with another molecule of acetaldehyde, that is CH3C double bond O single bond H, in presence of alkalis like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, what will happen? There is formation of aldol like this. Hydrogen will shift towards the oxygen and this bond will be shifted towards the two carbon atoms. As a result, there is formation of an aldol like this, CH3C single bond OH single bond H, and there is formation of a bond between the two carbon atoms, that is C single bond H single bond H single bond C double bond O single bond H. Now this compound contains an aldehyde group. This CHO is an aldehyde group. This group, it's an aldehyde group, and it also contains a hydroxy group. So a compound which contains aldehyde group and the hydroxy group acts as an aldol. So this is the aldol, and this compound is 3-hydroxybutanol. So we can say that when we condense two molecules of acetaldehyde, there is formation of 3-hydroxybutanol, which acts as an aldol. Similarly, if we condense two molecules of acetone, acetone also contains alpha hydrogen, there is also formation of an aldol, that is beta hydroxyketone. So this was about the example of aldol condensation. Now let's discuss about the mechanism of this aldol condensation. So we will discuss about mechanism of aldol condensation. Dear viewers, the mechanism of this aldol condensation involves three steps. It involves three steps, and let's discuss about the these three steps of the aldol condensation. So we will discuss about step number first. First of all, the base that's alkali used in this reaction takes up the proton from one molecule of aldehyde so as to form an enolate ion or a carbanion. For example, if the hydroxy base reacts with one molecule of aldehyde, that is CH3 C double bond O single bond H, it will take up the proton from the alpha carbon. As a result, there is formation of another ion that's known as enolate ion. So there is formation of enolate ion. This is CH2 negative charge single bond C double bond O single bond H. This is our enolate ion. This enolate ion is also a carbanion because it contains negative charge on carbon, so it's a carbanion. And this carbanion acts as nucleophile. Now we have generated the nucleophile, and in second step, this enolate ion or the carbanion, which acts as nucleophile, attacks on the electron deficient carbon of another aldehydic molecule. That is, if we have another aldehydic molecule, that is CH3 C double bond O single bond H. This carbon is electron deficient. So if enolate ion, that is CH2 CHO. So this enolate ion acts as a nucleophile. It attacks on the electron deficient carbon. As a result, the electron density on carbonyl carbon increases and this pi bond is shifted towards oxygen. Now there is formation of another ion that is known as alkoxide ion, like this. CH3 C, there is single bond O negative, single bond H, and single bond CH2, single bond CHO. So this ion contains a negative charge on oxygen, so it is known as alkoxide ion. Now third one step involved with the protonation of this alkoxide ion. Protonation of alkoxide ion. This alkoxide ion is an unstable ion. It carries a negatively charged alkoxide ion, then abstracts the proton from water and results in the formation of aldol. So if it reacts with water, that's H2, it will attack the proton from this water and results in the formation of aldol, like this CH3 C single bond OH, single bond H, single bond CH2, and single bond CHO. Now this compound contains an aldehyde group, that is CHO group, and a hydroxy group. So it is the beta hydroxy aldehyde, or it's also known as aldol. So this was about the mechanism of aldol condensation. Now there is another type of aldol condensation, that is cross aldol condensation. Cross aldol condensation, or it's also known as mixed aldol condensation. This cross aldol condensation is the aldol condensation between two different molecules of aldehyde. That is, when two different aldehydes, or when two different ketones, or when an aldehyde condenses with ketone. Then there is also the formation of aldol, and this aldol condensation between two different molecules of aldehydes, or between two different molecules of ketones, or between a molecule of aldehyde and a ketone is known as cross aldol condensation. So, for example, if acetaldehyde condenses with acetone, there is also the formation of aldol, and this aldol condensation is a type of cross aldol condensation. For example, if this is acetaldehyde CH3C double bond O single bond H, if it condenses with acetone like this, CH3 C double bond O single bond CH3. Here also occurs the formation of aldol like this. As a result, there is formation of aldol, that is CH3C single bond OH single bond H single bond CH2 single bond C double bond O single bond CH3. So this compound also contains a hydroxy group and a carbonyl group. So this compound is also beta hydroxy ketone, so it's an aldol. This cross aldol condensation has an importance, that is, we can also form the aldol from the aldehydes or ketones which lacks alpha hydrogenase. For example, if one of the molecule is acetone and another molecule is formaldehyde, as you know that formaldehyde do not contain alpha hydrogenase, so we can also form an aldol from the formaldehyde when it reacts with acetone. So hence we can say that we can also form aldol from the aldehyde or from the ketone which lacks alpha hydrogen. So students, this was about the chemistry of aldol condensation, and we have discussed about the mechanism of this aldol condensation. For getting more chemistry videos, join me on my YouTube channel, that is Chemistry Classes with Sajad Sir. Thanks and have a nice day.